Hi, I'm Taylor,
And I'm Tina.
and today we're going to show you how to do the Energizer 500 miles. So first, we're going to begin by showing you how the Energizer goes step by step. So first, you're going to start with lasso, 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 yee-haw. And then the next step is you're going to do ski, 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 ski. And then you're going to go tree, 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 tree. And then you go swim, 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 swim. Hit your head on the wall. Oh, 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 oh. And then you're gonna walk. When the chorus comes on, it's gonna say, I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more. And that's basically the steps to the Energizer 500 miles.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I heaver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's heavering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I broke, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's going over you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Good afternoon and welcome to our first and hopefully only virtual walk to End Epilepsy. My name is Chris Justel. I've been a part of the Epilepsy Foundation Texas now for the past 18 years after being diagnosed with epilepsy myself in the late 1990s. I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your day to be with us, supporting a cause that is so near and dear to our hearts. All of the fundraising that we work together today to provide the Epilepsy Foundation Texas will go directly to all the camps, clinics, and educational support systems that are so vital to our community. So once again, welcome, and I can't wait to get this started. But first, I need to take some time to introduce all of the sponsors who've been so gracious to us throughout the entire COVID-19 pandemic, and many of them before that. So there's too many for me to memorize, honestly, so I'm going to take a few moments to just read them. But please know that it is, they're all very special to us. So first, our national sponsors, Greenwich Biosciences, AZI, and Neurelis. Thank you so much for supporting the Epilepsy Foundation nationally. Next are our Houston lead sponsor, Hayes and Boone, our diamond sponsor, UCB, our platinum sponsor, Synovian Pharmaceuticals, our gold sponsor, CHI St. Luke's Health, and all of our community sponsors, Livanova, SK Life, Zogenix, and Aquestive. So at this point, I want to turn it over to our leader, the founder of the Epilepsy Foundation Texas, and my friend, Donna, to give us a few words of inspiration before we start this walk. Thank you so much.
What a great day to celebrate epilepsy in the state of Texas. For the first time ever, we are having a walk to end epilepsy that is happening in 4 major metropolitan areas, all on the same day, and you are participating with us. Thank you so much. I am Donna Stallhead, the CEO of the Epilepsy Foundation of Texas. Many of you know that I started the Epilepsy Foundation in Houston with a phone in my kitchen because I have a son who had uncontrolled seizures. And during those days when we were struggling with this diagnosis, I flew to Dallas and met 2 amazing women. Betty Brown, the founder of the High Plains Epilepsy Association in Amarillo, started that organization because her son had died and drowned from a seizure. I also met a wonderful woman named Carmen Michael. Carmen had started the organization in the Dallas-Fort Worth area because she had a daughter with epilepsy and other neurological conditions. And I learned from them and worked with them. And over the course of these years, we all came together to form the Epilepsy Foundation of Texas. And you are part of that organization today. We have 4 major programs at the Epilepsy Foundation. Our camping program is the largest in the world for kids with epilepsy. And next week, we have all of our campers going on a virtual camping experience with us. And many of our campers and their families are participating in this walk to end epilepsy today. Thank you. Next year is going to be a banner year for our camping programs as we celebrate the 30-year anniversary of the start of our camps, which began in 1991 when 40 kids went off for a week of camp at no cost to them and their families. Now we serve over 300 some campers each year. And so join us next year for a banner year. Our education programs are known throughout the country for the quality of the education that we provide. What's been exciting to see is that our education programs and our support groups have gone virtual. Why that's been exciting is that I am seeing people from all over the country watching our education series. The big education impact we're having across the state of Texas is with Sam's Law. Sam's Law was passed by the Texas legislature in 2019, and it requires that all Texas public school personnel be trained in seizure first aid and recognition, making our schools seizure safe for our kids with epilepsy. One of our walkers today was one of the leading advocates in that effort. Claudia Crenell in Amarillo was a big part in that, along with Sherry Dudo, another volunteer who's walking with us in the fall in Tyler. Our medical clinics, 8 of them across the state of Texas, serve 1,500 people with epilepsy who struggle to even put food on the table, let alone to provide the high quality medical care they receive in our clinics. And those clinic patients and their families are walking to support us today. Thank you for that effort. Thank you for supporting these clinic patients so that they can maintain seizure safety, maintain their employment, stay out of the emergency room. We salute you all for that. And then the big effort that we have is in research. You know, we're walking to end epilepsy, which has been one of the most underfunded medical conditions in the field of neurology ever. We need to stop that, and we need to end it now. So thank you all for being part of that effort to lead the fight to end epilepsy now. We have all been impacted in some way by epilepsy. And today, I pass the baton on so that you can hear the shared stories of what it is like to live with epilepsy. Thank you. Have a great day.
I am Lori Dernick. I'm Sam Barrow's mom. Can you say hi?
Hi,
Hi. And who are you?
I'm Barrow. I had to go.
Oh, God.
I had to go.
Sam, can you tell him how old you are?
8.
8?
Yeah, I
Okay,
had to
he's not
go.
going to cooperate. Sam got his epilepsy diagnosis when he was 4 years old. He developed normally. He hit normal milestones, especially gross motor milestones, but about when he was 2, his speech started. It's like it peaked. He never went beyond the simple first words. And so when he was going to school, he was already behind when he was in preschool because he wasn't speaking the way that normal kids would. And on top of that, he was having some behavior issues where it was like he couldn't focus, or he'd have these sudden bursts of energy. And long story short, Sam, in 1 year, Sam was at 6 different schools because they kept telling us he's autistic. And we would say, we went to the doctor, they did all these tests, they did all the psychological tests, and he wasn't autistic, but the schools didn't seem to want to accept that. We went to see Dr. Ian Butler at UT Physicians Memorial Hermann, and we hadn't even met with him for 10 minutes, and he just sat and observed Sam and asked us how long Sam had been staring. And we thought nothing of it. We thought, well, we were always told he wasn't paying attention. And he said, I'm not sure if this is it. I'm pretty sure it's it, but I'm going to confirm it, is actually what he said. But he basically said, I think he's having seizures when he's staring, and nothing, that was not even on our radar. And so after he gave us a little information, it was actually the Epilepsy Foundation where we started finding information about epilepsy period and about these absence seizures that he was having, because all before that, it was autism, autism, autism. What's crazy is we were stuck in that middle ground of the school saying one thing and doctors saying another, and we were being pulled in 2 different directions. And in our guts, we knew, well, his epilepsy has some things, you know, where autism therapies will benefit him. He didn't meet all the criteria. And it was when Dr. Butler told us it looks like he's having absence seizures, and we got on the Epilepsy Foundation and looked, and it was actually Landau-Kleffner, where Sam just checked every single box. And it was like, once we saw that on your website, it was almost like there was total clarity. The Epilepsy Foundation was, again, the one place, once we got on there, we were able to see there are people out there like us that are going through the same thing we are, that can't find the answers. And this is a forum where we can find the answers and we can support each other. And I think that's why we have supported the Epilepsy Foundation for the last 4 years, because it really was, aside from Sam's specialist at Memorial Hermann, it really was the only place where we went and felt some relief.
Hello, my name is Suzanne Thomas, and I am the Programs Director at the Epilepsy Foundation of Texas. I also have the distinct pleasure of coordinating our summer camps. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see our campers in person this summer, but I'm happy to say that starting on tomorrow, we'll get to see all of their smiling faces virtually. Today, I would like to introduce to you Chastity Cabell, who is the Neurology Account Manager for Greenwich Bioscience, one of our national Walk to End Epilepsy sponsors. Thank you, Greenwich, for all of your unwavering support and your dedication to helping children living with epilepsy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chastity Cabell, and I'm honored to be speaking to you virtually today on behalf of Greenwich Biosciences and our entire team. As a nationwide presenting sponsor, Greenwich Biosciences is proud to partner with the Epilepsy Foundation and its affiliates for events like this across the country. We are united in what we're trying to accomplish here today, to raise epilepsy awareness and have a positive effect on care, on research, and on the lives of those who are impacted by seizures. There are so many families who wake up every day to the reality of epilepsy. There are people listening to this right now who have been fighting against it their entire lives, and there are others who are not able to join us today. But as a community, we never give up the hope that one day we will overcome the challenges of living with this disease. This is what drives us. You may know us best as the company researching and delivering FDA-approved cannabinoid medicines to help address serious conditions. But also know that our focus is you. Patients and families are at the center of everything that we do, and we strive to make a positive and meaningful difference in their lives, in your life. We were all hoping that this walk would go on as planned, but it's still wonderful to see the community come together even during uncertainty in times like this, when it's so essential that we stay physically apart. But next year we'll be back together, stronger than ever. Stay safe and strong, and have a great virtual walk.
Hi, my name is Daryl Moore. I am the program coordinator based in Houston, Texas. I would like to encourage each and every one of you to check out our virtual summer school every Wednesday in the month of June and July. I would like to introduce Monica Huffman. She is the system liaison with our diamond sponsor, UCB. UCB, we thank you for your dedication to our families and to the Epilepsy Foundation.
Good evening to all the participants of the Houston Virtual Walk to End Epilepsy of the Epilepsy Foundation of Texas. I am honored to share tonight a few words of support with everyone participating. My name is Monica Huffman, and I work for UCB, where our ambition is to transform the lives of people living with epilepsy. And if you aren't familiar with UCB, you can visit walktoendepilepsy.org/UCB to learn a little bit about the different resources for caregivers and patients. Some of those things include the UCB Epilepsy Advocacy Program, the UCB Family Epilepsy Scholarship Program, and UCB Cares. We are so proud to support this event and to participate alongside everyone today. However, our support does not stop here. We are committed to advancing research to improve the lives of people living with epilepsy and finding solutions that help patients to live at their ideal. Thank you for your participation, for your engagement, and your voice. You refuse to let the disease get the best of you, and we are so inspired by your resilience. You continue wearing your purple, creating awareness, and walking in support of everyone impacted by epilepsy. And for those of you living with epilepsy, keep your heads high and do not back down. We are here to celebrate and to support you. Let's walk on.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Moreau, and I'm the Assistant Director at the Epilepsy Foundation, Texas. It is my distinct honor to introduce you to Ricardo Garcia Moreno. He is the hiring partner at Haynes & Boone, Houston. They are our local lead sponsors this year. We have a long-standing partnership with Haynes & Boone, and their support is crucial to help improve the lives of Houstonians living with epilepsy. We thank them, and here's Ricardo.
Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo Garcia Moreno, and I'm the managing partner of Haynes & Boone's Houston office. I'm happy to be here to welcome you all tonight during this year's online rally for the EFTX Walk to End Epilepsy. These are certainly unprecedented times, and I hope everyone enjoyed a break today in this beautiful weather for this walk to support a great cause. Haynes & Boone is proud to be a leading sponsor for the walk this year and to have been involved with this organization over the years. It is something close to all of our hearts, and it is personally impacted to our former colleagues, Guy Young and Mark Valadori. I want to take this time again to thank you all for participating in the walk and being here tonight, showing your support. Thank you, and stay safe.
I would like to introduce you to Melissa Davis. Her daughter, Caitlin, passed away from SUDEP last year. SUDEP is sudden unexplained death in epilepsy. Each year, 1 in 1,000 people pass away from SUDEP. Many of our families walk in memory of someone who has passed away from epilepsy. We stand with you. We honor you. Melissa will tell us why she walks for Caitlin, and why she walks to end epilepsy.
She was fearless, ambitious, and an angel on earth.
Everywhere she went in Washington, she left her footprint of faith.
In just 2 months, Caitlin Davis touched the lives of so many people while doing an internship at the Washington Times.
We knew that she was strong. We knew she was strong in her faith.
At a very young age, Caitlin knew she wanted to captivate an audience, whether it was through reading her stories or on the sidelines as a sports reporter. Caitlin wanted to rise to the top, and nothing was going to stop her.
She was a really good example of not ever letting her seizures hold her back.
Caitlin suffered from severe epileptic seizures. She'd already undergone 4 brain surgeries, and about 6 months ago, her doctor gave her some alarming news. There was a possibility that she could have a seizure in her sleep and never wake up from it. But Caitlin's faith was so strong.
She said, I walk right now with one hand with God, and if he decides it's my time, then I'll just take him by the other hand and it's going to be okay.
Of course, we all recognize the possibility, but by no means was it going to happen to us.
During Caitlin's summer internship in Washington, she got to live her dream as a sports reporter, gaining people's love and trust with her Southern charm. So much so that Nationals third baseman, who never gives interviews, broke his rule and gave Caitlin a shot.
When that happened, all the reporters that were in the room were like, they were all gathering around and they were like, who is this girl? And what's her name?
And her family never imagined that days before her internship would be over, more people from all over would also know her name.
When they went in to wake her up, she had had a seizure and didn't wake up, and tried to revive her, and it was too late.
Caitlin Davis's name was trending on Twitter the day of her passing. They met so many people in Washington who shared Caitlin's stories, but as they returned home from Washington, reality set in.
If I could just hug her, that's all. Like, I just want to feel her. She is truly, truly a child of God.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Davis. I'm Caitlin Davis's mom. I know you just got through watching a video that was taped about 10 months ago, an interview with Channel 13 News about Caitlin's life. That was 10 months ago, but it's just like yesterday for me. I want to thank the Epilepsy Foundation for continuing to give me the blessing of a platform to be able to continue to share Caitlin's story. I just wanted to read a brief story that I put on the Epilepsy Foundation page. SUDEP, sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. I'm reaching out to you on behalf of my sweet Caitlin and millions of others who are battling epilepsy. Caitlin was only 18 years old and had been fighting epilepsy for close to 10 years. She lost her battle on August 10th, 2019. It has almost been 10 months since I received the call that Caitlin took her last breath here and her next breath in heaven. Caitlin was doing everything that she could to educate herself and others to help them understand the devastating condition called epilepsy. Last summer, she was given the honor and privilege of interning as a sports reporter for the Washington Times. While there, she heard the tragic news of the death of the Disney actor Cameron Boyce from SUDEP. She called me crying. Mom, he only was 20 years old. Something's got to be done. When I get back from Washington, we have to contact the Epilepsy Foundation or try to start some foundation of our own. We did not know at the time that 1 week from the time she was supposed to fly home that she would die of SUDEP. Devastating. It just so happens that this virtual walk coincides with the date of June 7th of last year is when she flew out from Houston to Washington to start this adventure, and that she would not come home. I want to do everything that I can to help be her voice and help others understand epilepsy and try to stop this horrible condition that can cause SUDEP. I just thank you all for listening. I wanted you to understand what it's like to be a caregiver and for the person who has epilepsy. Let me end this video with a challenge to please help those around you. Please pray for those who have epilepsy, and please continue to support the Epilepsy Foundation and other foundations who are out there trying to end this dreadful condition called epilepsy. There was a sweet lady right after Caitlin passed away that her son is battling epilepsy. She did not even know me, but she reached out to me and sent me this email. It was something that she put on her Facebook page, and it says this: "This has absolutely broken my heart. Do something today, even one small thing, to honor this beautiful life that epilepsy took far too soon. Hold a door open for someone. Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a long time. Buy someone's coffee in the Starbucks line. Learn about epilepsy. Wear purple. Donate. Pray for this family and this mom who is hurting but still praising God in the midst of it all. Hold on to your kids tight. And when you do, whisper these words: this is for Caitlin, and tomorrow do it again."
Hi everyone, I'm Marty Young, co-chair of the Walk to End Epilepsy in Houston this year. I've been part of the epilepsy family for about 25 years now, and I really love attending the strolls and walks. I want to thank everyone for joining us today, with special thanks to Lori, Sam, and Liam with Team Samosaurus Rex and Melissa Davis for your inspiring stories. We're thankful to have your support for our mission to stop seizures, find cures, and save lives. Despite COVID-19, we're still together to celebrate and support each other, and we're so grateful for all of our walkers, and we're grateful for all you do to advocate and raise awareness in your communities. Thank you to the families who have posted their stories online. Thank you again to our sponsors for making this all possible, and thanks to Rebecca and the staff of the Epilepsy Foundation, and to Chris Jessel, our chairman this year. They had to switch gears in the middle of all this and still created a meaningful event. Thank you so much to our donors. Thank you to our educators and advocates. A couple of great statistics we have: 51,000 teachers and school personnel have now been trained in seizure first aid. We also have 1,500 patients that are still being seen in our clinics, and summer camp will continue this summer virtually. Please share your walk pictures today from wherever you are, out walking, hopefully not with too many mosquitoes, on the treadmill, or virtually with your family. Please post on social media at #EFTX virtual walk. We'd love to hear your story and get together despite being apart. Is it too late to donate and get a t-shirt? Of course not. If you haven't already, please consider donating if you're able. Every dollar helps. For each of you who raised $50, you will receive a t-shirt, and you'll have the option of picking it up at the office or having it mailed to you. Details will follow on that. Before you leave, check out how much money you've raised for our important programs. and see who our fundraising leaders are. Today, we are strong because we support each other, and together we will end epilepsy. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Thank you again for coming, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks a lot.